Hello and welcome to this special broadcast on artificial intelligence and robotics. I am Arun Sharma. Well, the Global Artificial Intelligence Summit and Awards was organized in New Delhi in Vigyan Bhavan, and the focus of GISA, or the Global Artificial Intelligence Summit and Awards, was primarily on the fact that how can best practices can be shared when it comes to this artificial intelligence ecosystem, the robotics ecosystem, and also for the next 25 years, what is India's vision, or what will be India's vision going forward in this Amrit Kal for the next 25 years? Well, the best practices sharing and of course a clear vision on artificial intelligence was a clear focus as far as this GISA or Global Artificial Intelligence Summit is concerned. But before we try to explore as to what kind of best practices were shared, what kind of products were showcased as far as this artificial intelligence and robotics is concerned, let's listen into the Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal, who is giving his vision as to how can artificial intelligence can change the world as far as Industry 4.0 is concerned.
If India truly aspires to be a developed country by 2047, a commitment that I think the entire nation has taken. On 15th August 2022, a few days back, when Prime Minister Modi articulated his 5 commitments, Panch Pran, the first was that we all have to collectively, with a sense of duty, work towards making India a developed nation by 2047. And I can see artificial intelligence helping us in this journey, in this Amrit Kal, working our way up to take prosperity to every citizen of this country.
So as we know this fact that artificial intelligence can contribute immensely, in various sectors like healthcare, agriculture, gaming for that matter, financial sector for that matter. So we are right now in this exhibition. Let's try to explore as to how can this artificial intelligence, robotics can contribute immensely to the Industry 4.0 and of course, in various sectors as well. Well, so artificial intelligence can contribute immensely as far as financial sector is concerned. And we know this fact that today, when we talk about stock markets, cryptocurrency, there are various stock pundits giving their recommendations on the basis of fundamentals and technicals. But now the artificial intelligence is also entering this field of stock markets, whereby they can give suggestions, recommendations, portfolio management, depending upon their technical analysis and fundamental analysis. Well, this is kind of a game that the company called Jarvis has designed, that the kind of stock markets you can pick up and you can leave on the basis of the fundamentals and technicals, be it BPCL, be it Bajaj Holdings, be it Bajaj Finance, be it Bajaj Finserv. So various companies, whether to invest, whether to not. How does AI plays an important role? To talk more on that, I am joined by Ashwin from the Jarvis. So first of all, how does this AI works when it comes to stock markets, investment aspect as well?
So in Jarvis, what we do is we use artificial intelligence to recommend stock portfolio for the stocks which are listed on the NSE. So there is a universe of 2000 stocks on the NSE. So based on the fundamental analysis done by the Jarvis and the risk profiling, customization of the client's risk profiling, everything we recommend the stock portfolio to the client. Now there is no human emotions or any bias or partiality included in this, because in a traditional form of the investment, we have where there is a lot of human emotions are involved, but in AI it's a machine, so it does not have any human emotions, and it recommends stocks which are basically going to perform well in the next 45-60 days, wherein there is an opportunity to make better money compared to the traditional form of investments.
Okay. So does this also give calls on options, futures, and how does it predict about various news that are happening? Does this track that as well?
So we are only focusing on equities right now. We do not have any recommendations for FNO or commodities or bullion market. So, and what it does is does the hand-holding of the investor. So it's not just that the recommendation is done, but the AI also tells you when to book profit, when to exit from a particular stock, when to do some position sizing. So all these recommendations are done by the AI. So there is no human emotions involved in it.
So after financial sector and AI in financial sector, the first thing that comes to mind that AI means robotics, AI means humanoid. So yes, right behind me is a robot. Its name is Echo. Let's talk to Dr. Praveen from ComPoint. Dr. Praveen, thank you so much for talking us. And first of all, let's try to understand that how this robot primarily, if we can give some demo that how it primarily can help as far as Industry 4.0 is concerned, restaurants are concerned, medical field is concerned.
Yeah. See, Robo can be a boon for the hospitals, can be a boon for even the small shops also, for the jewelry shops also. Fine. It can be a boon for the cafes and the restaurants also. I will say, Echo, hello.
Please forward your hand.
Now it is greeting the client. So basically it is a fun for the children and it is a fun for the clients also. Fine. Echo, move forward.
Okay, moving forward.
Anything if you want, any kind of queries if you have got, it's going to respond to each and everything.
Primarily, when we talk about the AI, the robots, primarily, this is how they follow the commands and primarily ease the workload of human beings. So this is the way how primarily these kind of robots can contribute immensely as far as restaurants are concerned, as far as healthcare industry is concerned. We have seen that how during the COVID pandemic time, these kinds of robots have played a significant role in serving the patient during the COVID pandemic time. Well, we have seen that how AI is changing the way we are treating our problems. We are finding solutions to our problems, be it the financial sector, be it the hotel industry, tourism industry, hospitality sector. But when it comes to the education, there are two aspects to it. So we have to train this generation so that they can contribute when it comes to AI and robotics, and also how can the AI change the way education is happening. To talk more on that, I am joined by Deepak, who is the CEO and co-founder of CodeChamp Technologies. Deepak, thank you so much for joining us. So primarily, how is AI going to change the education sector?
Sir, India is automated country, and this word is robotics. So we have to bring the technology in schools in edtech sector. So we have do-it-yourself kits in the every field that is like sustainable goals in India. So like agriculture. So in the agriculture field, we are providing the DIY kits, and out of that box, students are making this stick. So this stick can go to the farmers and they can check their turbidity, pH, humidity, temperature in their lands.
This stick is a kind of a magical stick primarily for the agriculture sector, for the farmers primarily, because this is going to help them, to know or to explore various things that happens in the farmland. This primary stick helps to check the soil, the water level, and what kind of weather temperature is required for the soil or the crops. So this kind of stick helps. So this is a DIY kit, and of course students can also develop this, and the cost of this product is
less than 1,000.
All right, so less than 1,000 rupees. So this stick primarily is on one side going to play an important role in educating these children, and also to the agriculture sector, and of course the farmers as well. We have with us Raghavendra here, who is again from the CodeChamp Technologies. So Raghavendra, what do you have as far as the education sector is concerned?
So sir, as you know, AI is going to be a cutting edge technology, and it will be really wonderful to allow young kids to understand the tech vocabulary first, the AI vocabulary, learn how to deploy AI, and eventually create their own products. So how about consumer to creator mindset? I'll give you a quick example. Let's say you're a farmer, you have good apples and rotten apples. Otherwise, manually people go and sort it out. Street dog feeder. Let's say a dog comes, you feed them a different amount of food. Then you have other wonderful systems like helmet detector. If someone is not wearing a helmet, no need of a traffic police for rigorous check. AI will automatically do the challan. So we have got projects like this, and we want the kids to actually have an experience of these things and start creating. So the goal here is to convert India from a consumer to a creator mindset.
Great. So this kind of innovation, that means primarily this initially will introduce the kids to the radar systems or detection of various colors, and gradually they can graduate to making some kits that primarily can detect people who are not wearing helmets, or primarily making something how to differentiate between human beings and the pets or the animals. I have some more thing over here which can display a kind of 3D printers, and of course how to we have all seen a shakalaka boom boom kind of a thing whereby you draw things and it becomes a reality. So same kind of pen is here whereby Deepak is going to draw something and it becomes into reality via 3D printers. So Deepak, आप क्या बनाने जा रहे हैं? What are you going to make now?
We can make any kind of 3D model, like we have made a 3D model of Durga Mata. So they can just draw like a Shakalaka Boom Boom pencil and it will convert to the 3D model.
So you can print out of whatever you make. So we have this idol of Ma Durga which has been printed here. Various things or materials can be printed in this 3D printers, and this 3D printers can print the kind of thing you have drawn on the paper. So AI is useful in various sectors, be it agriculture, healthcare, education, and also one important aspect is smart cities. Well, government has committed to to go ahead or to develop 100 smart cities in our country. And how these smart cities can be constructed or developed, and various technologies are being tried and tested. Various technologies are being used on pilot basis. So I have something right now is what we know as a smart cow company, and I have Gautam with me. Let's try to understand that how this product primarily can contribute immensely when it comes to smart cities in our country, as far as the clean initiatives or the environmental aspect. Gautam, first of all, thank you so much for talking to DD India. First of all, what is this product all about? How it is different from the current products and how it can contribute in smart cities and of course the environmental aspect as well.
Thank you for having me here, and I just wanted to let the viewers know this is one of our end-to-end AI engineering product aimed at the smart cities. Now, how is this particular product different from what is there in our smart city junctions today? It's typically any city junction have CCTV cameras installed there where the video feed just gets back to the control room, and it's a static video feed. Nothing it's going to do on its own. So what we've done to do is an end-to-end solution. You see there is this particular product with 4 cameras. These cameras can be basically set it up in a way where they can cover 360-degree FOV. Means you can cover entire junction with one of this device. You can see these little antennas. Basically they can connect over Wi-Fi or they can connect over Ethernet with internet. Okay. Now how is this different? You see there are these cameras, and along with the cameras, if you see inside, there is a piece of AI hardware inside. It's based out of NVIDIA NX Jetson family hardware. What we've done is we've connected these cameras to this particular AI hardware. You can load any intelligent traffic management system hardware onto that particular hardware. What does it do basically? It just makes life of the city administrators very easy. Once you load the model, it has 3-4 capabilities which it can add value to. One, it can do NPR and OCR. What is NPR? Number plate recognition. Simply reading the number plates of every vehicle passing through the junction. 2, OCR. What is OCR? Object classification and recognition. It not only reads the number plate, it determines what is the type of this vehicle, whether it's a bus, truck, motorcycle, auto rickshaw, and the attributes as well, which model, which make. Now, how is it important for enforcement agencies or the administrators? They can have a holistic view of the entire traffic flow at a particular junction at any given point. Now, you can see that there are a certain environmental air quality measurement sensors installed at this part of the product. What does it do basically? It measures air quality parameters like PM10, PM2.5, CO, NOx, stuff like that. Now, why is that important? Basically, it can correlate the pollution levels at a particular junction with the volume and the density of the traffic that you have, and it aids the decision makers in taking a call whether as to reorganize the traffic flow or whether we need to take institutional measures to encourage people to take public transport, so on and so forth. Because it just gives you a picture, if this is how things are going to go, this is how your pollution is going to travel. And most importantly, when you deal with any smart city initiatives, the biggest thing is the complexity in execution. So if you want to go for a solution like this in a normal environment, cameras is supplied by one guy, AI hardware is supplied by another guy, integration has to be done by another guy, and there is a cloud provider when your data needs to flow residually. But this is one system which is end-to-end and which can give you alerts on a real-time basis, thus solving many problems of the smart cities.
In order to give a major push to the smart cities, the Smart Kai or the solutions provided by Smart Kai can play an important role. And the various startups, entrepreneurs that are working on this mission of making smart cities, contributing to smart cities, and of course, keeping in the mind the environmental aspect, because we know this fact that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has committed, or India has committed primarily on an international platform, that by 2070, India needs to be carbon neutral. And in that direction, these innovations or these kind of innovations going to play an important role going forward. Well, so the artificial intelligence, robotics is something that every youngster is looking forward to, and ICRA is playing an important role in ensuring that how can best practices can be shared, how can these kind of summit play an important role in giving a major push to the startups and innovators in our country related to the AI or the robotics sector. To talk more on that, I'm joined by Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, who is the president of ICRA. So thank you so much for joining us on Doordarshan. First of all, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi has talked about the next 25 years, by 2047, India should become, a developed country. So how can AI, the artificial intelligence, can contribute immensely when it comes to Industry 4.0 and various other sectors? So how does, AI can contribute in that direction?
Okay, see, technology is the only way which can lead us and ensure to achieve that vision of our respected Prime Minister. If you see all the industries put together, whether agriculture, healthcare or aviation, any industry, we have a traditional approach of doing some way, right? So once you start utilizing the data, utilizing a different methodology, utilizing the different applications of artificial intelligence, probably you can increase the productivity. You can improve your life also, right? It will actually better your life and overall whatever we plan to achieve the numbers, right? So these technology will make a difference. What ICRA is doing, we are actually collecting the database from all these sectors. We have formed one steering committees specific to this particular industries. These committees would be, it is the kind of members, those who are from the government institutions, from the researchers, industry, academia and startups, all put together. They all will be sitting, they all will be deciding what all area the concerns are there, how the solutions can be developed through using the artificial intelligence, and we can utilize that, and how we can increase the awareness within the country so that people should start understanding the importance of the technology, and we can take it further and in a normal processes.
So where does India stand as of now when we talk about AI? What sort of best practices can we learn from other developed countries when it comes to AI? And do you think there is a need for a global integrated approach when it comes to AI? Because it is said that science is a good servant, but the bad master. So how do you look at it that way?
So I'll say, yes, we are very late, but I'm pretty sure we will pick up very fast and we'll lead this journey. And when you say artificial intelligence, we have to develop a workforce first of all for that, so that they can learn, they should be ready for the future kind of roles. And second, there are two different aspects. One, whatever the platforms are ready, like there are leading companies using like Google or Facebook and all, so we can utilize those platforms to learn, right, to make the people skilled about it. But it is not necessary that we would be using the same platform. We should be focusing more upon the indigenization. That is more important. If we see like in China, probably they are completely cut off from the rest of the world. They are developing their own things, right? So similarly, these things can be done in India as well. If we start building that ecosystem wherein tech startup companies and new entrepreneurs, they start getting these kind of support system, whatever the government is giving or the private institutions like ICRA is giving. So they will start using that, and they will make sure things to happen further, and we can move on to the completely indigenization of the artificial intelligence. Because one more important thing is like the security of the country, because if we use others' platform, obviously our security will be under threat, right? So this is how we should be focusing on this direction.
My last question to you, that when we talk about next 25 years, or what is the goal that ICRA is looking at? What sort of commitments or big, commitments ICRA is looking to fulfill when it comes to achieving some milestone when it comes to artificial intelligence and robotics?
First of all, we are engaging all stakeholders in this journey, because obviously government major stakeholder, they they needed a kind of a guidance or mentorship how these things can be done. So we have engaged industry people as well as researchers also, right? So these teams will be helping this to achieve our mission. This is the only way. We are actually kind of a catalyst. We are creating a system wherein all people are coming on the same platform, and everybody can get the benefit out of it. So this is the plan. ICRA is just building the support system. We are not the researchers, but we are engaging companies who are the master and the domain experts. They should become, and we are actually bridging the gap. Like today, you have seen AI in defense. We have just started. There's a huge gap, like normal tech startup or small entrepreneurs. They don't have any access to the defense. So we have actually bridged that gap. All the general manager, the lieutenant general level rank of people or the senior officials of the defense, they are here. So they are trying to connect with the new entrepreneurs, and we would be having further roundtable meetings also in this session. So they will put their own requirements. Suppose from the defense side, they might be thinking some requirement is there, but they don't know how these requirements can be fulfilled by using the technologies. So they will be putting the requirement, and all startups, they would be trying to give the solutions. And some kind of research and development unit will also be set up. So that is how we can start bridging the things, and wherein ICRA is actually playing the major role.
All right, thank you so much for talking to us. So ICRA is playing a significant role when it comes to contributing in AI and making an ecosystem related to AI and robotics. Artificial intelligence and robotics have immense potential when it comes to giving a major push to Industry 4.0. Well, the startups in our country, the innovators in our country are also playing a significant role in giving a major push to the artificial intelligence and robotics ecosystem going forward. Well, the exhibition showcases various innovators showcasing their products, and of course, the best practices can also be shared when it comes to exhibitions like this. Well, so this was a special broadcast on artificial intelligence and robotics. Thank you for joining me. Namaskar.